So Krish, welcome to the show.
Morning. Thank you.
So let's start with understanding what is your company does, what is your company into.
Okay. Thank you. So we essentially are into two verticals. One is banking and the other one is pharma. And the focus in this conference is on the pharma industry, where we have a product called Kia. Kia is a software at service product, SaaS product, that addresses needs of the sales and marketing functions of the global pharma industry. And I can tell you more as we go along.
It's interesting, talking about pharma during this COVID era.
Yes.
COVID has brought, the importance of COVID pharma industries, and you are in the business where you help pharma industries. So you said your business, your company, and especially the product that you built in pharma, is basically helping in sales and marketing. Do you want to talk about the marketing, about the product itself? What features does it have? How does it help pharma companies in building their marketing and sales?
Before that, on the industry itself, as you rightly said, what attracts us to provide B2B SaaS solutions in the pharma industry is that the industry is essentially a very large industry globally. That's number one. And it's constantly growing. There seem to be no ups and downs. It's really one way up. And in COVID times, it's actually pushing the industry up even further. So demand is pretty steady. And the most important thing is for us, the practices in sales and marketing are similar across the globe, which means that what we do now in Asia and APAC, and I'll talk more about that as we go along, can be scaled up globally without having to tailor the product for each geography for too much. So it does address global needs.
Tell us about how your product helps in marketing, sales and marketing. And it's very interesting to know that pharma is one industry where the marketing strategy, as you say, is universal.
Yes, it is universal. Practices are universal. And the product helps the sales and marketing functions to improve what they call their commercial excellence. Essentially, pharma companies are looking for solutions that can drive their commercial activities towards maximizing their revenues and profitability. That is what this addresses. And this solution helps companies big time. And it's much more than a CRM, much more than a customer relationship management solution. It's much more than a CRM, helps them achieve commercial excellence.
If I'm a pharma company, if I'm the CEO of a pharma company,
yeah,
give me a sales pitch. What are the features? Why should I buy your software or your service?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. It's easy. Most of the global solutions in this space focus on certain effort KPIs, key performance indices, as we call them. What's important is that there are three pillars that pharma companies want to focus on. One is the effort and investment that they put into the sales force and the entire sales and marketing functions. It can be brand leaders, corporate communication people, how much effort they put in and investments that they put in. Can that be optimized? Okay. The second thing is, so what? If I have put in effort, what am I getting out of it? How is the prescription pattern? How is the sales pattern? Can I monitor that and try and correlate the effort with the sales that we have achieved? And the third major pillar is, how can I enable my sales force by retraining them, reskilling them, giving them on-time reimbursements on all their costs and so on. So all these three pillars are covered in our solution, unlike in many of the other global solutions. And this is what makes it very attractive. How does it help the company? Obviously, if all these three pillars are covered, it helps them to monitor their commercial activities, optimize them. And in fact, in many cases, Salesforce size can be brought down through better territory alignment. Investments can be driven. Maybe it's not the Salesforce investment that's important, but more investment needs to be done on other surround commercial activities like in the industry, we have something called continuing medical education, events that they conduct, virtual webinars. So it can handle all these. And interestingly, as you said, as many companies have done, and we have done it very, very effectively, during COVID, we have invested a lot on the product to drive more and more remote activity. For example, you can do a detailing to a doctor remotely on a video sharing platform. We have enabled voice on our application, on the mobile application. They can phone in and all that is integrated into the application. They can share their content on a video sharing platform. We have integrated that. We have enabled voice detail in a voice onto the mobile application. So there are a number of things that we have done. And this essentially is to drive home the point that we also keep innovating constantly and improving the product in terms of technology as well.
As a company, as a service provider, are you right now focusing on Indian market, or you're also actively pursuing global opportunities?
So there are two phases in our plans. The current phase is Asia and Asia Pacific. So we are already present in India, of course, and in Asia Pacific markets, like we have clients in Indonesia, we have clients in Australia and New Zealand, and we are expanding that practice in expansion into those markets a fair bit. In phase two, going back to what I said, since practices are common globally, phase two, we want to expand into Europe as well as North America.
Given the current scenario of COVID and with the great jump in pharma companies, when the stock market is rocking for pharma companies, what is the scope that you see for your startup?
There's substantial scope. There is very, very large scope. They are just as they invest into R&D and new discoveries. COVID is an opportunity. There are many opportunities that come up. Because of the investments that they have to make into research and development, they are equally keen to optimize their investments in sales and marketing. I am a big believer that the next large thing out of India, I'm digressing a bit and talking about B2B as a whole and SaaS and B2B from India. I think that's the huge opportunity. Niche products from India, B2B, SaaS. These are the opportunities that we should address, and we are ideally placed. Who can produce solutions more cost effectively than the Indian software industry, than what we can? So once we go global, we can offer all the features and even more that can help companies at perhaps half or 1/3 the price. And then we are on. So I think the opportunity is huge. We are very, very upbeat, and that's what we want to tap.
Since you're building a marketing and sales platform, or rather, since you've built a marketing and sales platform, how would companies who are offering SaaS as their solution reach out to the global audience? How would they come to know that there is a small, medium company based out of India which is offering these services?
Okay, I think that's an interesting point. Different geographies have different needs. What we have found is that in Asia and Asia Pacific, some local presence is required. So at this point of time, we have partners in many of these markets, and NASSCOM itself is helping a lot in enabling us to find partners. So we have partners in these markets who believe that there is scope, and they are helping a lot in taking the solution to clients in this market. Globally, I think social media will play a very active part. We are active on LinkedIn. We can reach out to customers across the globe using social media. That is something that we'll be doing. Once we reach a stage where we have a good presence in APAC and Asia, which is what we are working towards, we can start to invest in other markets, even through local presence and partner network. We have, for example, I'm pleased to tell you that one of the largest system integrators in India, I won't mention the name, they are so excited about our product that they have signed up a teaming agreement, And last 10 days back, we launched a product in European countries through the system integrator. So that's another means that we are using to reach out. Large system integrators who have presence across the globe, they are interested in partnering with us. One of them, probably one of the top 3 in India, has already signed a teaming agreement with us, and they are taking the solution globally as well. So we have multiple means of reaching out, and we are pursuing all of them.
What does it mean for a company like yours to be part of NASDAQ event?
It's a privilege. It's nice that NASSCOM has picked our solution to be showcased in this on this platform. We are quite excited. We have been working very closely with NASSCOM on many fronts, including, as I said, market expansion, whatever guidance they can give us. As you know, they have a very active product council now that reaches out to product companies. They have a very clear mandate that B2B out of India is something that they want to promote. So we are excited to be a part of this. We hope to meet potential investors, customers, like-minded peer groups in the industry from whom we can learn, and we are excited.
My Startup TV is a channel for startups and small and medium businesses. What is your take on it, of what we do?
Oh, I think it's an excellent idea. It's an excellent idea to be involved in taking the message that startups in India in software. Maybe you will focus on non-software companies as well. But it's an excellent idea. And I think this is a platform that we all needed. Large platforms in TV or on web channels have always focused on very large companies. So this is a very, very welcome move. And we are looking forward to use your channel as much as we can.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for joining us. And we hope to see you again on our channel sometime soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity to offer an interview. Thank you so much.